first no. Yeah. Hello and a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us. It is Friday. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh yeah, Friday. The weekend is almost here. And I tell you what, this is going to be a brilliant day and a brilliant show actually, because this is launch day. You know what that means? Well, you might not know what it means if you're new watching us. It is all about where we bring you brand spanking new products. And actually this show I'm really looking forward to, because you know what? As well as all of the goodies that we bring you here at Crafters Companion, I love a bit of Hunky Dory, and that's what this show is all about. And another man who's just across the studio from me, who I also know loves Hunky Dory, is Mr. Craig Laird. All right, mate.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Good.
Excited about this?
I am beyond excited. Now, as you say, we are always getting new viewers here at Crafters TV. You know, some of you may have been crafting for a while and you know what Hunky Dory is all about. Some of you might not. So the reason I get so excited, Ben, is before I joined Crafters Companion, I was on Hunky Dory's design team for many years. And I still credit Hunky Dory for giving me that opportunity to have my name seen in the craft industry, from crafting magazines to consumer shows, you know, so that's why I've always got such a high love for Hunky Dory, as well as the team back in Preston. You know, I've got the face, as I like to say, Hunky Dory, Anne Marie, who's, you know, she's actually on maternity leave, so she's always given me big opportunities in the past. So now that we get to bring you Hunky Dory on our shows, it's an absolute thrill to be able to be the one that gets to guest with them, Ben.
Absolutely, and I also know Anne-Marie from a previous crafty life, and we'll talk more about the company as we go through this show. But let's talk about the show as a whole, and let's talk about how you can get in touch, because I know we see it actually all the time now. We've got loads of new people watching us, which is just brilliant. And actually what I've loved over the course of the last few shows is that we've been saying, do you know what, if you're fairly new, or maybe you've been watching for a little while and you've never sort of stuck your hand up and given us a wave and left a little comment, now is the time to do it. Get in touch and say hello. So whether you're watching on Facebook or whether you're watching on YouTube, leave us a little comment. If you're watching for the first time, if you've just started watching recently, let us say hello. Let us give you a shout out like they do on the radio, a little shout out. Sounds better like shout out, doesn't it? Let's give you a shout out and let us know where you are. Let us know what you're loving about Crafters TV. Let us know how you found us as well, and let us know potentially what your favourite sort of crafting is, or if you're thinking about getting into crafting, what particular products you're looking at and why. We love to hear from you if you are a newbie, and of course if you're one of our regulars, you know that we love your comments. We know that you love your questions as well. Facebook and YouTube, and of course the other brilliant thing is, if you are somebody who's already used Hunky Dory products, tell everyone else why you love them. If you've got some of the previous kits, show us some of your makes. You can send those in to us as well, of course. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send in pictures, because it's like, we can stand here and say how much we love these products, but it's better when it comes from you. So if you can tell everyone else within the Crafters Companion family how great these products are, that's amazing. And even better, as I say, if you've got Hunky Dory goodies and you've already made projects and cards, you can send us pictures, then people can go, well, hang on a minute, this person here's made this card, that's amazing, I want to be able to do that. That's the whole point of us being here. And actually, the other point of us being here, of course, is so that you can get some inspiration, and we can show you loads of great ideas over the course of the next couple of hours. Now, when it comes to Hunky Dory, two words which are associated with the brand: adorable and scorable. Put those two together, what do you get?
Adorable Scorable.
Correct, Mr. Craig. And adorable scorable is awesome. This is the brand new Adorable Scorable 2021 Core Colorways collection. Basically, I'll give you my brief headline on this, and then I'll let Craig do a quick demo with it, because Adorable Scorable is all about bendable ink technology. So it may well be in the past that you've kind of used cardstock for your makes that you've tried to score and fold and use it to kind of create boxes and whatnot, and you found that it's feathered, it's cracked, it's creased. Adorable Scorable is that bendable ink technology. This is absolutely perfect to work with if you are looking for a cardstock which isn't going to crease, which isn't going to feather. It's gorgeous. This is a beautiful, beautiful collection. It's 50 sheets of all of these gorgeous colours. The price today is amazing, $11.99 or $17.99. This is already flying out of the door. For those people who love Adorable Scorable, they'll be getting it already. Craig, for those people who haven't yet got Adorable Scorable, why do they need to buy it?
First of all, for all those sheets, you could easily pay 20 quid for all of that.
Wow.
Easily. And you're talking to me, a Hunkydory fan and a crafter from before. So with that price there, unbelievable. Now, it's Adorable Scorable. I don't want to repeat everything Ben's just said because he said it perfectly, but it's bendy ink. So this is bendy ink technology that Hunkydory came up with themselves. So this is about being able to score your cardstock, make your boxes, make your card blanks, even do things like your embossing and that. You're not going to get that feathered edge. It's going to give you that professional edge as well. And that's exactly what I'm going to do to start with.
Oh, quick demo.
Let's do it. I'm bringing in our scoreboard. I've taken one of these sheets from that core selection. Now I'm going to, very roughly, I'm going to fold it in half. So I'm just going to do a couple of light score lines. Then what I'm going to do is let's fold that one over. Then with my tool, burnishing tool, what we're going to do is holding that one up, and then I'm going to go right to the side, and then hopefully you'll be able to go close up.
Yeah. Now,
bendy ink technology, there is no cracking, there's no feathering. You get that perfect edge to your card.
Amazing.
So this could be your card blank, but again, this could be the edges of boxes that you're able to do this with. However, Ben, don't just use it for your card blanks. You can, of course, emboss with it. You can do your die cutting with it. You can foil onto it. You can do your heat embossing with your stamping and that on it. So it's still a go-to cardstock that you could be using throughout your full collection. It is going to work perfectly for the collections we've got on the show today, but because it's 2021/2022, you know that if you have any cardstock left over the coming weeks or months, you know that it's going to work perfectly for any future cardstock collections that Hunkydory come out with.
Absolutely brilliant, and a great quick demo to show you just why the Adorable Scorable is so loved. Listen, the other thing as well, of course, is double points right across this weekend. Basically, the more you shop, the more points you're going to get across this weekend. And like Craig was saying, do you know what? $11.99 for 50 sheets of your Adorable Scorable. If you're normally potentially looking at about 20 odd quid, get 2 of these whilst you can, because honestly, well, if you're someone who's used it before, you'll be getting more than one lot anyway. If you haven't used it before, honestly, get 2 lots of this, because if you only get one, I can guarantee, almost guarantee, that you'll be coming back to get even more. It is just brilliant. The new colourways, it's gorgeous for 2021. Bendable ink technology, it's $11.99 or $17.99. Less your discount as well, of course, if you're a platinum member. If you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Club Inspire and all of these platinum members, what you want about, we'll explain that later on. But all you need to know is that's a brilliant price, and you're getting double points on that buy too. Now, the Adorable Scorable is flying out of the door as we kind of thought it would be. Something else which is flying out of the door are the collections that we've got on this show. For those of you who are new to watching us here and you're looking to be able to make amazing looking cards, like for example, this, all right, which is just gorgeous. Look at the depth and dimension of that decoupage on that card. Or maybe, for example, you're looking to make cards like this, and again, you're thinking to yourself, well, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all of that artwork. Look at the decoupage that you've got there, or decollage, should I say. How on earth do I go about making a card like that? You get involved with these Hunkydory kits, because basically what you've got are kits which bring you all of your elements ready to go, die cut. The decollage is exactly what it says. It allows you to kind of decoupage, give your cards this amazing kind of like 3D effect, but really big in your face products. You've got with this all of these gorgeous die cut pieces gorgeous focal points for your cards. You've then got with that tags and sentiments. Along with all of that, in every Hunky-Dory kit, you're going to get your luxury cardstock to go with it. And guess what? All of that luxury cardstock, there's a theme running through this, the gorgeous florals. You get that running through the gorgeous cardstock as well. All the colours, all of the florals. You get all of your inserts in there as well, which guess what? Absolutely match up. So it's like you've had your own personal shopper who's gone out and got everything that you need to put these together. And not only that, you also get, and I know if you're a Hunky-Dorian, is that an actual thing, a Hunky-Dory fan? I've made it up, it is. If you're a Hunky-Dorian, right, you also get your little book. I'll have a flick through one that I've got in just a little while, but the little books bring you 144 pages of, well, beautiful images. Images, of course, which work with all of the goodies that you've got within this collection. But the point is, Anne-Marie always used to say this, these on their own, right, there's 144 pages there. If you wanted to be as frugal as you come, there's 144 cards in there, card fronts, because they're that gorgeous. You could just literally whack them on a card blank, 144 cards. And if you're making to sell, I know we're not doing craft fairs and stuff like that at the moment, but if you are making to sell or making for charity, that again is where these kits just come into their own. For $39.97 or $57.97, unbelievable. For accessibility and craftability, these are amazing. And for value for money, they're just the absolute top notch. I love them. That is your Flourishing Florals Designer Decollage Complete Collection. You like that. But you also might like your Peony Promise. Now this again is bringing you ease of craft, right? Take a look at this gorgeous collection. You're going to get all of your gorgeous die-cut pieces. So again, you've got big toppers, you've got kind of frames within frames, you've then got also, and remember this is all on Adorable Scorable too, you've then got loads of different flourishes like the little butterflies and more toppers in there too. You're also going to get your 8x8 Peony Promise paper pad. Along with that, as I've mentioned, you're going to get all of your luxury cardstock included, you're getting your matching inserts included, and with this one, you're getting some envelopes as well, and you're getting some little concept cards, and you're also getting your little book of Peony Promises. Again, 144 images in there for you to get crafting with. I'm out of breath bringing all of these goodies to you. $39.96 or $59.97, which one you're going to go for? You can't choose, right? Well, I'm going to throw another spanner into the works here because there's a third one. Oh yeah, there's a third one. The Woodland, and I'm going to show you actually. Let me just quickly flick through this. The Woodland Wildlife is gorgeous. And if you're one of those people perhaps who's always asking about more masculine cards, I never think of a card to make for my dad or granddad or my husband, this is potentially one to go for. What I love about this again is you've got this luxury topper collection. It is, as the name would suggest, all these gorgeous woodland animals. And what you've got with this is these easel reveal cards. Again, concept cards that you can put together. We're going to show you how to put these together a little bit later on, but take a look at the imagery. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, these easel reveals, by the way, take a look at the beautiful foiling on there. These easel reveal cards are just amazing. The whole concept of them is that they're easy to put together, but they look absolutely amazing. I love with all of these too. So we've got our little squirrel there, the little red squirrel. The reveal, I won't spoil it for you, but you've got information on there as well, so that kind of comes into it when you do the reveal. But anyway, gorgeous artwork from squirrels to stags, stags to ducks, and even more in there. All right, well, that's actually a mallard, isn't it? Yes, duck, mallard. So that's in there. You're also going to get all of your gorgeous luxury card inserts as well. So again, all working beautifully colour-wise with the collection. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, you've even got more of the artwork there which runs through that particular collection. You've then got all of your luxury cards in there with your toppers once again, which is absolutely gorgeous. Again, it is absolutely stunning, and the foiling detail that you've got in there is amazing. Then on top of that, you've got envelopes, and you've got your Woodland Craft paper pad as well. And again, just to show you, if I flick through here, it is gorgeous. Double-sided papers in here, which of course are going to work perfectly with this collection. But again, the kind of collection that you can use, I mean, take a look at these. outside of your Woodland Wildlife bundle as well. Absolutely gorgeous. $34.96. I love that owl. Saving 30%. There's your kingfisher on this deal today. $34.96 or $52.82. Which one do you love the most? That is the conundrum. The Woodland Wildlife bundle, the Peony Promise, or the Flourishing Florals. Which one do you like? Which one are you going to go for? What if I told you we're doing a deal where you can shop the show? You can buy everything at one amazing price. Here it is. Everything I just showed you, all of those goodies from all three collections, $109.82 with an extra 5% off, $162.22 if you're shopping in the States, with another 20% off if you're a platinum member. That comes down to about 80 quid, doesn't it? Or $130. All of this that we're showing you right here is yours for that price today. Ultimate craftability, and actually, again, you look at all of the different designs you've got across the three collections, you've got a card for everyone there, haven't you? You have got a card for everyone. Unbelievable variation. We will say a few hellos and answer a few questions in just a few moments' time, but let's get crafting with this. This is an unbelievable buy, Craig, isn't it? What a great collection.
It really, really is. You know, just by looking at everything there, or even just getting a wee bit of an idea as to what you're going to get, you're going to be able to use these for all different ages, all different occasions as well. So when it comes to the collections, very quickly, your topper sheets, that is your sheets with the die-cut elements. We'll show you them just shortly. They're all 300 GSM. And then your background cards, whether it is your foiled or your printed, these are 350 GSM. So unbelievable, incredible quality. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Flourishing Florals for this one. It's decollage. So what that is decoupage, but taken to the next level. It's been made bigger, it's been made better, and real substantial images. So to show you, what we're going to do is we're going to use the Scent with Love. Now what you're going to get is you're getting two of what I'm away to show you of each design. So there is your decoupage images that you can see here.
Yeah.
What you're also getting is you're getting your base. So this is your topper. You're going to pop your decoupage on, but you've got all these additional elements like your borders as well as toppers. And then what you're getting is two of your background cards as well. So you're getting two of all of these, and then obviously all the other images that you've got, you get two of them as well. Now I've already pre-popped these bits out, and I've got my foam pads on the back ready to go. And what I've done is I've already taken a piece of our adorable Scorable. Now, Ben, you can absolutely fold this pattern paper in half, or pattern cardstock in half, uses your card blank.
Yeah.
As a crafter, try and be frugal. I would say don't do that, because it's not that it's a waste, but on the back, you've got all that design.
Yeah.
You could be using that elsewhere. This is where what I've done is I would bring in my adorable Scorable from that core bundle, or even just use your own card blanks that you've got at home. So I've got my card blank and I folded it in half. So what I've then also done is a piece of the white adorable Scorable that's also in that big bundle. I've chopped that one down. I'll tell you the measurements in a moment. And then I've also chopped down, which was part of one of those second sheets that you can see here.
Yeah.
Now, what's so good with Hunkydory as well is what they think of is the image on your background also matches size-wise your decollage. So you could, if you want, pop the decollage on the background card, and that could then be a bigger topper, that could be a full on, you might cut that down to 8 by 8, you might leave it A4, you've got that option there if you want to go with that. But what I have done is I've brought in, like I say, if we bring this piece in here, so this is what I've just trimmed down. So anyone wondering, it is 4 3/4 by 6.5, and I've done my 1/4 of an inch matting layer with my guillotine all the way around. That's going to sit on nicely. What I've also done is I've brought in one of the coordinated inserts.
Ooh.
Now it's matte, so you can stamp onto them, you can ink onto them, you can run them through your printer as well if you like to do your own verses. So what I've done with this one, using my scoreboard, is I folded it in half. Now, what to say as well is so many of us, including myself, sometimes use these as a background. Instead of using the full image that you can see that brightness to it, if you want a more, subtle look, use it as your background as well. The option is in your hands. what I've done is I've popped a strip of double-sided adhesive tape on the top here. Now what I would then tend to say is if you pop your adhesive on the top, this could be your tape runner or it could be your glue. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to pop that one in and we're going to set that up just nicely to the side. Now this is then going to make it kind of like that professional card from those high-end stores that when you open it up, the insert opens with it. So you can see you've got that nice flow with it. But what we're going to do is let's bring these layers in and we're simply going to do matting and layering.
Okay.
And I wanted to do this one first, Ben, because this shows you basic folding in half, matting and layering and how the decollage can be used.
Yeah.
And then throughout the show, what we'll do is we'll show you different takes on the decollage, as well as the Woodland Wildlife, as well as the Peony Promise collection.
See, I've said this already, and I know you will say the same too. I know we've got loads of new crafters watching, new people tuning in all the time. You know, with lockdown being on, people are looking around and seeing what else is going on, and maybe looking for new hobbies. And people have found us. Join the conversation, right? Let us know this afternoon if you are brand new or if you've just been watching us recently on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're commenting on Facebook, by the way, you will need to comment on the Crafters TV feed, not on like my feed, for example, or Craig's feed, because that's where we monitor all of the comments and then we're able to give you a mention. So make sure you're watching it on the main feed and let us know you're watching. Let us know what you love about this particular collection. And also, if you are brand new, let us know if you're thinking about going for this. Just introduce yourself, say hello, say where you're watching from. It would be great to hear from you. We don't bite. Well, I mean, most of the time. No, we're all very nice here. And what you'll find as well with our little crafty community on Facebook and YouTube, everyone will jump in and say hello. If you've got any questions as well, if we don't get round to answering them, our friends, our Crafters family will probably answer them for you as well. Got a question about the adorable Scorable, which I just asked, but what I was getting round to, cool blimey, that took me ages to get to it. These kits, right, if you are brand new, and I truly believe this, these are great if you are a more experienced crafter because you do lots of different bits and pieces with, but as a newbie, these are so perfect, aren't they? They
absolutely are. You simply fold in half, stick on top. All you need is some foam pads or your glue gel, and you can make really, really nice cards. What I wanted to say as well, with the toppers here, now this is what we are going to achieve by the end. So if I tip that forward so you can see up above,
look at that.
Look at the depth that you've got there. Now I fully understand to send this, you'll need to make a box or an envelope box. What I do, any cards with depths like this, I tend to hand deliver them to people. Or I pop it in a parcel with a present. You know, I don't tend to just make a card with this depth, pop it in an envelope and post it that way. I always hand deliver it or pop it in a parcel with a gift. However, you don't have to use all those layers. If you maybe want to, for instance, I've popped layer 1 onto my topper that we can see here. I might want to skip out layer 2, Ben, and then use layer 3.
Yeah.
Skip out layer 4 and use layer 5 instead. But then what you can do as well is the layers I don't use, you can then come along and you can then pop them onto the image within the background. So then this is now giving you another topper that you can then, so you're not just left with, what's that, kind of like four toppers for your decollage. Chop it out on your background, layer it up that way, and then that's giving you more and more and more. So this is where, if you are more experienced crafter, you can think ahead like that, and then of course it's going to last you so much longer when it comes to the flexibility of what you do within the product.
Brilliant stuff. And of course, the great things about these as well is that there's so much with them. You get so much within each collection. And if you are going for the individuals, amazing. But with the Buy the Show bundle, where you get all of those 3 brand new collections, you've got so much craftability with these. And there's loads of Hunkydory stuff on our website too. Must just mention the double points that we've got. If you're just thinking, that's great, they're doing double points on the shows across the weekend, it's right across the website as well. So if you go on our website, so if you're shopping with us here in the UK, crafterscompanion.co.uk. If you're shopping in the US, crafterscompanion.com, and you can shop, but you can also watch us whilst you're there shopping as well. So it's really handy to be able to kind of not miss anything and then get your shopping in as well. And if you do miss anything, the brilliant thing is, of course, is that you can rewatch all of the shows that we've got on YouTube. You can, search for the various shows that we do, like the launch days, like Colour Me Happy later on. And you can, of course, then save all of your favourite videos. Once you subscribe to us on YouTube, save all your favourite videos and your favourite shows. You can watch it again on Facebook. There's so many ways to get all of the content that you want. And that's the other brilliant thing that people say about us all the time, is that they shop with us because they love the products that we bring, but then we also kind of giving these free tutorials as well. So you're never left alone. So this show, for example, if you get this Hunkydory bundle back and you're like, oh, I can't remember how to use it, I haven't got any inspiration, well, you can watch the show back and you can do this demo with Craig at your own pace. You can, I mean, how amazing is this? You can pause Craig. You can just go.
You can even mute me.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be a thing if you could just. But you've got the power. Mute him, rewind him, make him go in like double speed. I mean, there's so much fun you can have with Digital Craig.
So much fun. Don't blame me if you mute me, though. I would do it too.
Well, you said it.
I said it, of course. So this is what we're starting to gain when it comes to this image here. But just to say as well, I've still not used all of the die cut elements. I've still got ones within this sheet here that I could pop out. What I would say as well, Ben, is popping these ones out, just pop them out. Now what you get is what we call little pips, and that's just tiny little pips of cardstock that's just holding the die cut element in place.
Yeah.
So what I would say is either go around with the scissors and just snip them off, or if you've got a nail file, just file them down. That's going to make them smooth, and then you can go along and then pop them onto your die cut image with either your glue gel or your foam pads. But what we can then do is, this is using most of the layers, but as I say, we've still got more that we could pop out, you can see here. And then we've also still got some little sentiments as well at the bottom we could pop out. What I have done, so let's bring in the one I've already done, and I've gone to town with all of the layers to really make it dimensional. So what we can do is, let's take this backing off here with my foam pads. And then once I pop this on, what I can also do, Ben, is around this foiled die cut topper, if I bring here, see how we've got all these little corner accents? So I've popped them out of the sheet that I was using, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them around the corners, and also what I'm going to do is I've taken that sentiment from the bottom, and I've just done a matting and layering onto that white adorable Scorable, and then I'm going to pop that into place just along the bottom.
Must just say a few hellos. I've realised I've not done too many comments so far. We've been so busy. Christine says hello from Pennsylvania. Cindy's in from Jacksonville. Teresa says, good morning, crafters, from chilly weather in Maryland, USA. Lynn says, good afternoon, Ben, Craig, the CTV team, and everyone. We've got Laura and George steering the good ship craft today. Vicky saying, afternoon all. I was playing with some of the Peony Promise last weekend. Love the collection. Send us your pictures. Send your pictures, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Leslie on YouTube saying, I would just like to say thank you to both Craig and Ben. They have made me laugh most days. Thank you so much. Laura, that's outrageous. Producer Laura's gone, at least you make someone laugh. That is harsh. Good morning from dark and chilly Southern California, says Katie on YouTube. Can't wait for this show. Love Hunkydory. P.S. How far did you run today, Ben? Ooh, it must have been at least 20 miles. Less, 17. Look at this card, by the way. Come on, that's gorgeous. Valentine's on the horizon. Hello.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And then if I open that one up, we've got that insert that you can see here that you could stamp or print onto. But look at the depth. And once again, I fully understand and I appreciate, obviously, the cost nowadays to postage. But what you could do is you can make a lovely little box to go with it, maybe some of the adorable Scorable, and then just pop it into the post with a gift or hand deliver it as well. But that effect, that wow factor that you're going to get from the recipient, it's going to be, wow, where did you buy that? And there's nothing better when someone says, where did you buy that? And you can go, I made that. And you've got that layers and you've got that depth. But more importantly, you've got that quality because it's Hunkydory.
Here's the thing that I haven't mentioned, actually. There's so many things to remember. Firstly, in the comments, you need to vote for your demo of the show. All right, so vote for your favourite project. Obviously, you've already done one, so you keep that one in mind. But then the other thing, I think we're still doing this. We're going to have to do it now because I'm mentioning it. We're going to give away a card as well. Oh, that was a bit quiet.
I didn't know about that.
Oh, I thought we not. Is that not still a thing? Well, it is on this show. I've just called it.
We'll do it.
I've called it. I've called it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're going to give away a card as well.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
You give one away on your Facebook, and I'll give one away on mine.
You just reminded me. You know that card you made for me about 6-8 weeks ago.
If you're still not giving it away?
No, it's in the glove box in my car. I just remembered.
Are you waiting on the wife's birthday? Are you? That's what you've done. That's what you've done.
All right, well, we'll give a card away each. I'll give away 2 Craig cards on my Facebook page. But yeah, get commenting on your favourite cards on the show and we'll crown our winner at the end. That particular card was from the Flourishing Florals collection, your decollage collection, and hopefully you're seeing just how easy it is to get crafting with these collections. Because you get everything that you need, as I said, with this particular collection, you're getting all of these glorious die-cut pieces to be able to create that decoupage, that decollage. Then, like Craig was saying, I love the fact that you're getting the imagery from the actual pieces that you're going to be decoupaging on the cardstock, so you can like create these images really, really simply. You're getting all of your inserts, you're getting all of your luxury cardstock, and you're getting your little book of little florals as well for $39.97 or $57.97. Double points, of course, as well, saving 10 or $14.50. Take another 20% off that if you're a platinum member, wherever you are within Club Inspire. The adorable Scorable, by the way, is proving really, really popular. Always is. That bendable ink technology, as we've already demonstrated, well, I say we, as Craig has already demonstrated, you have got these glorious colours, but then you've got the ability to be able to score, be able to crease this, no problem at all. It's not going to feather. I'm making a right old mess of this. It's not going to feather, it's not going to crack. It's just absolutely perfect for all of your card making needs. Adorable Scorable, bendable ink technology. We did have one question about that actually, which was from Yolanda, who said, so the finish of the adorable Scorable, Craig, can you ink on it?
So you can't necessarily ink onto it because it's a coated cardstock. So if you were to go over the top with things like your water reactives or that, it is just going to wipe away. But what you can still do is you can still do your heat embossing on it. Yep. So if you wanted to do any of your stamping, what you could do is use your watermark ink pad, and then you can go over the top with your embossing powders. Melt it that way with your heat gun. You'll be absolutely fine to do that, but to actually do any blending inking, it will rub off, unless it's some of the cardstock that's called Matte-tastic, which is in with the Woodland Wildlife. Then you can actually ink onto that one.
Brilliant. There you go, Yolanda. But $11.99 or $17.99, grab it whilst you can. It's 50 sheets that you're getting within that collection. Now, I think I've only seen these twice before on shows here, and the reason for that, well, producer Laura has just told me, as soon as we ever get these in stock, they absolutely fly out of the door, and not often do we have all 3 of them available for you as well. These are your Prism Gilding flakes. You've got them in the gold, in the silver, and also the copper. £10 or $14.99, so you're saving over 15%. And these really do go a long way. Gorgeous. I mean, take a look at all these glorious colours. They remind me a little bit. Do you remember the TV show, the Crystal Maze?
Yeah.
When they used to have to collect the start the fans, please. And you used to have to collect all of it. It was the gold you wanted, wasn't it? Not the silver. It reminds me a little bit of that. But for people who are looking at these and going, well, hang on a minute, gold, silver, and copper flakes. What do I use these for? How do I use them? Are these quite simple to use, Craig?
They are. They really, really are. So what you can then do is straight away, simply by using your double-sided tape or your red liner tape, think of it, it's not glitter, but think of it in that form of the way that you use glitter, you could use with the Gilding flakes, but what it does is it gives you that more luxurious look, because it's very, very smooth. But yeah, any of your double-sidedness that you can do, you do get glues out there which are called Stays Sticky glue, and then you're able to do stamping with the Stays Sticky glue, And then because they stay tacky, what you can do is you can then just rub the Gilding flakes on top. So there really is many different ways. We've done more ways on Crafters TV in the past, but always go to the website and even go on to Google and Yahoo and all them search engines to have a look.
And where?
Do you know something? That's the second time. Last week, Adam said to me, Craig, what's your email address? Yeah. And I told him, and it's ends in yahoo.co.uk. And he looked at me and went, Yahoo! Yeah. And Laura's just said the same, Yahoo. Yeah, I still have Yahoo.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can go and search via Yahoo and Google. And also you can search via Ask Jeeves and other really well-known search engines that everybody uses. Bing.
Is Yahoo really that out of date? Out of date?
No word of a lie. I mean, I use Google now, but I was like the really behind guy when I was using Ask Jeeves, probably up until about, I don't know, 7-8 years ago. I don't know anyone who uses Yahoo. Having said that though, my wife's email address is a Yahoo email address. He looks really upset, bless him. Look at him.
Yeah, I'm really totally taken aback for that.
Taken aback by that. Look, get in touch as well, please, in the comments. If you are someone that your email is Yahoo, I'll tell you what would be a good one. That's a good topic of conversation, which we've just thought about here. Who's got the weirdest email address? Right? Who's got the weirdest one? Like embarrassing. One that maybe you came up with when you were, I don't know, 20 years younger, and you still got it now. I mean, mine isn't. Mine is my name. At wherever.com, so it's not that bad. Producer Laura's just said mine's really embarrassing, so we might have to get that out of her in a few moments' time. But yes, weird email addresses as well, please. Just want to read a few more comments here, by the way. Barbie on Facebook saying, I heard Hunkydory. Hi, Craig and Ben. Hi, Barbie. Great to have you with us. Julie saying, Hunkydory and Anne-Marie got me into card making. Honestly, I've sort of been working in the world of craft now for about 5 years, and Hunkydory is one of the first brands that I really kind of took to, and it really kind of stuck in my mind as to how easy it was to use, and I could, as a non-crafter back then, a complete and utter novice, I very quickly could pick up, and I thought to myself, yeah, well, I could do that. I could use those kits, and that's the brilliant thing about it. Susan saying, hi to you all, loving the show, love Hunkydory products. Tortiki8 is saying on YouTube, I've already ordered this collection, can't wait to receive. Gorgeous cardstock, says Teresa. I'm cracking open my Hunkydory birthday flower kit today, says Will. Send us pictures. And Fred171 on YouTube says, Hunkydory is a great gateway to card making. Once you start, there's no going back. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And if you're going for the smaller bundles, right, you could probably go for, well, you could definitely go for the Peony Promise collection. This is gorgeous again for the fact that this does come, as you can see, on your adorable Scorable. So you've got all of the individual die cut elements, so big kind of central images that you can use with extra frames and extra detailing. You've then got your smaller flourishes in here as well, with the beautiful butterflies, with the beautiful little circular sentiments. What you'll notice as well with all of the die cut pages, it's jam-packed full of craftiness. It's not like they just put a few images on there and there's loads of blank space. There's loads included on there. They are just so easy to use. All die cut, again, so this is the thing, you don't have to spend a fortune, you don't have to go out and buy a die cutting machine on top of this, because it's all done. It's all done there for you. You're then going to get all of the gorgeous luxury cardstock with this as well, which of course all colour matches beautifully. You're getting your inserts too, and then of course your little book comes with this as well. 144 images which match all of the imagery that you've got within this collection. And again, just quickly to show you from the Peony Promises, a few little things that you can put together here. Absolutely gorgeous are these cards. Just selecting little bits and pieces. I love this as well. You know, layering it all up, popping it in there at a jaunty angle. Look at this one again. Again, just using little different elements from this collection to create really simple cards. And again, look at this. Love the fact that you've got all of these different pieces of layering, your decoupage in there, bringing you a card which looks absolutely stunning, all perfectly matching. And do you know what? So simple to do. As I always say, right, with these collections, I mean, look at this as well. As I always say with these collections, the cards that you make look anything but simple, but the way that you put these together really, really is super duper easy. And the other thing to mention, which I didn't mention, is with all of them, obviously you've got the shows that you can watch back, so you can re-watch all of Craig's demos today, but you always get an inspiration sheet with these as well, so you're never stuck. So if you think, oh, what can I do? There's always a sheet there with some ideas to guide you through. The Peony Promise Ultimate Bundle is $39.96 or $59.97. However, everyone, and I knew this would happen, everyone is going for the buy the show, because you're getting your florals, you're getting your peonies, and you're getting the Woodland Wildlife collection as well, which we will look at in more detail in just a little while. Got some lovely finished samples on that to show you. $109.82, you're saving well over £47, over $65. Another 20% off that if you're a platinum member. And then of course, double points as well. Double points on this. So that's over 200 points, isn't it? Double points, yeah. Well, yeah, look at me doing the maths. That's amazing. That's amazing. You've got to get it, honestly. Whilst you can, take advantage of this deal. We're going to go back over to Craig, and I think we are going to do a little demo with the Peony Promises. Which is your favourite of these three collections, by the way, if you had to be pushed to pick?
Oh, that's so hard, because obviously I love decoupage, as everyone knows, but wait until we show you the Woodland Wildlife very, very shortly as well. It is gorgeous.
Gorge.
But what we are going to do is Peony Promise. Now, I'm actually going to sneak two in.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to do a very quick card showing you how you can actually create and use the concept elements from the collection, and then we'll also make a card from the topper. Now, this is the concept. So Ben was just showing you a moment ago. So it's kind of like your 3D, it's a stick out, kind of like your Z fold card-ish kind of look. Now, you've got 8 in total, so you can make 8 of these, and you get 4 designs, and you get 2 of each one, but they're so easy to make. And actually, the very first card Ben showed you of that style was actually a totally different take, so you don't even need to use them the way that they are intended. What I've done is I've taken the 2 cardstocks that have the peony heart on them. So we've got the card and we've got the coordinated mechanism here. Now what we're going to do is all die cut. So this is where what I would do, Ben, is either using my scissors just to snip out because you've got these little pips, or using your craft knife, you can go around the edges, and that eliminates you from having to actually go around and cut out the pips.
Yeah.
So we can take that one out, and then what we can do is we can take this one out as well. Now with this one, we don't actually need this little inner frame. So you could be using that elsewhere. You can maybe then stamp a sentiment onto your cardstock, frame it with this little frame if you want. It's entirely up to you. And thank you very much, Katie, for saying we are the cool kids and using the Yahoo email. So thank you for letting me know that one.
Okay, yeah, sorry if we've offended anyone who uses Yahoo, but it appears to be now, yes, that all of the cool kids, like Craig,
like me,
use Yahoo, and also AOL apparently is the these are the people as well that are not doing all their social stuff on Facebook. They're still on like MySpace and things like that as well. Well, Craig will tell you this news story talking about social sites. He was very excited just before the show because you found out which site is coming back, Craig.
Bebo is coming back in February.
Bebo.
It's coming back, and I won't exactly say I was overly excited, but I did think, oh gosh, my Bebo, that's bound to still be up and active from years and years ago, so gosh only know. Okay, Laura.
If you go into your Yahoo search engine, you can probably find it. See if you can find it on there.
I'd love to. I'm going to have to go and search back and see if my Bebo is still activated. Could only imagine what. Actually, I can't remember what my Bebo kind of like address was, but I remember it was something embarrassing. I remember that.
Was it hottie.scotty?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. So we've folded these ones. So I've folded the card blank in half. Then what we've done with this mechanism, what I've done is I've done a mountain fold. So that's just basically as if it's a mountain, it's folded up. Then I've done a valley fold, as if it's going down into a valley. And then on this side here, what we've done is we've pulled back this half square that you can see here. So it's kind of like a bit like a W or an M. Now I've popped my red liner tape on here already. Use your tape runner if you want, or you can use your wet glues. But we can take this one off. So we're just taking it off. And these ones are so much fun, Ben, but also they're so effective with being a concept. They really are quick to make.
Yeah.
And they're ones that you could give as a little, obviously, card. You could give it as a tag instead of, you know, an actual little tag. You know, you can do all these little fancy ones. They fold flat. You even get the envelopes to go with them. So all of that comes included when it comes to the collection. So then I'm going to match up the end there and then there and press down.
A lot of people have, have said as well that they love these collections because they're great. Do you know if you need to just make a card in a hurry?
Absolutely.
If you get someone's birthday or someone arrives and you're like, I haven't got a card, you can pop one of these together in next to no time.
You can do. And this is obviously one of the many great things about them, is if you are more experienced, you can take it far and beyond and do so many different things. Or if you are a beginner, or you can be experienced and just need that really quick card,
yeah,
you can do it with Hunkydory. But you're not losing out on any of that quality. It doesn't matter whether you're experienced in a detailed card or a simple card, you've got that quality all the way out. Then what we've done is there's a die cut, or there's a couple of die cut sheet bin in the collection where you've got all these little images. Now you've got all these ones that are die cut as well.
Oh, yeah.
That you just pop out, you can see. So I've taken all these ones here. So what I'm going to do is this one that we originally popped out from the front, we're going to go back into place and we'll use our tape for this one.
Okay.
So I'm going to close this now and that's going to sit nicely into the middle. Then what we can do is bring in this topper layer. So this is where we're going to create the pyramage, and I'm opening that over the top, and then we're going to bring in the next one. And all that we're doing is we're lining up our card,
yeah,
and the image, so should I say. So we're just lining that one up to the image underneath. And a bit like the decollage, if you don't want to do all these layers, you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to yourself.
Which one of our team started off by making Hunkydory cards? I'm sure, actually got into crafting via Hunkydory. Am I dreaming that? I want to say it was Debbie.
Debbie Robinson, yeah.
It was basically, you know, before all of this, I'm sure it was like Grandma or something like that. There's one of our team, I'm sure it's Debbie Robinson. I was just thinking about, you know, how you can get started on your crafty journey, yeah, and where it might take you. I'm 90% sure Debbie started off crafting with Hunkydory products, and yep, look where she is now.
I know. I'm sure Debbie Fisher, apart from her scrapbooking, I'm sure she was, one of our main collections was Kanban Crafts when she started, and then yeah, Debbie Robinson, yeah, was Hunkydory.
But just kind of giving you a bit of an idea, you know, if you're starting today and you're thinking, oh, I might buy my first craft kit. Who knows? This
Who knows?
Could be the doorway to goodness knows, the gateway.
The gateway.
To wherever.
The gateway.
The gateway.
Now, Ben, I am going to go straight into this next one as well, so we're killing the two birds at one stone. But we can see here, we've got that concept card. What we can do is we can fold it flat, and you know, you still got that little bit of height, but it's still going to fit in the envelope that you get within the collection as well. So keep in mind, you can make 8 of them. You've got 4 different images, and you can do 2 of each. So sticking with the Peony Promise, what I've done is I've taken a card blank, and this is from an 8x8 card blank, and okay, I've trimmed it so that is 8 by 6 inches. Now what I've done is I've taken a piece of one of the pattern backgrounds that come within the collection, and also one of the toppers that come within the sheet. Again, it's die cut. This one had a silver frame that I didn't need, so keep that, use that elsewhere.
Yeah.
Now what I have done is I've layered it up into the middle so I can see exactly where it's going to go. Then what I've done is I've brought in that frame. I've taken a pencil, and what I've done is using the inside as a guide, we can go all the way around. And then what I've done, I know that's harder for you to see, but I've got that oval into the middle here. So what I've done, using my scissors or my craft knife, or even if you've got a die that's roughly that size, I've just trimmed it out. So then we've got this oval aperture into place. I've matte and layered that onto a piece of the core colorway.
Yeah.
But what you can see I've done is I've got the center. So 1, so we're not wasting it, and 2, so that we can see all the way through.
Brilliant.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to matte and layer that one on, And then I'm going to stick that over the top, which once again, I've drawn an oval with the pencil, using that frame, cut through so we can see we've got that aperture. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to assemble all these frames and images together.
Brilliant. Whilst you're assembling, we have got loads of comments coming in. It's great as well. I love it when you send us testimonials. I think it's brilliant. I really, really do. Like Ange Lim on YouTube saying, I love the quality of Hunkydory. My first set was the sunflowers this past fall. That collection, Ange, was lush, wasn't it? The sunflower collection. And saying, amazing. Jean Cudworth on Facebook saying, I've never tried this brand. I may have to give it a go. Honestly, give it a go. If you can't stretch to the full bundle today, pick your favourite of the 3 mini bundles, get it home, and Jean, honestly, I think you're going to absolutely love it. Patty's loving the Woodland set. Beautiful designs and great for quick cards, says Evelyn Bowie. Rosalind Russell on Facebook saying the adorable Scorable paper is great for boxes and envelope. It doesn't crack, absolutely. The foil on the cardstock as well, says Aisha, is wonderful. Good morning from West Tennessee, says Charlotte Bruce on YouTube. I've been watching since last March. And Susan Dodd says hello from, I can't pronounce that, Ossayous, Canada, Ossayous, BC. Have I pronounced that right, Susan? I feel like I haven't. And Katie on YouTube, here we go. You will never, ever, ever be lacking with Hunkydory. Every inch is coloured. You can get foiled strips, spare frames to mat up. They really give you a huge bang for your buck. I love that expression, bang for your buck. 3 love hearts with that as well. Aisha on Facebook says, love that I'm not pressured to pay for learning about a new technique or how to use a new product. This allows me to explore new creative avenues. That's why I love CC.
Yep.
And again, that is a brilliant, brilliant thing to say. We love that. That's the reason that you love us. Julie saying, just ordered 2 of the adorable Scorable bundle. Diane saying, I love Hunkydory. The artwork is stunning and you have so many possibilities. And one more for now. Marianne Squire Matza on Facebook says, good morning from New Jersey. Watched Craft Fault, then took a nap and overslept. Love Craig. It happens. Love Craig and Ben and the CC team. I joined Weight Watchers and posted a pop-up box card in their crafters section. Got shout-outs from other Weight Watchers who love Crafters Companions. So that is great as well. I love the fact that you're spreading the Crafters love in other groups as well. You should do that more. You definitely go into other groups and let us know whether, when you give us a little cheeky shout-out, a Crafters Companion, who goes, oh yeah, I love Crafters Companion as well. Let us know which other groups that you're in and which other groups there's lots of Crafters Companion lovers in too. So I love that. So the Weight Watchers groups, lots of Crafters Companion followers. What other groups are you in that you've been chatting away to people and gone, oh, I watch Crafters Companion, and then they go, oh, I like them as well. Producer Laura's just gone, am I in any groups? I don't know if I am. I need to join some of the groups that we have here actually. I didn't do it yesterday. The Crafters Subbox group that's ongoing. There's lots of chat from that yesterday. What groups am I in? I don't know. I don't think I'm in a lot. I get now and again. I'll get a little weird notification about a group which I've joined, but no, I don't think I'm in a lot of groups. I need to join more, particularly crafty ones, because then I can chat about stuff like this. That card's amazing.
So it was relatively simple just by using the oval as kind of like a stencil to draw around, just to chop out. But you can see it's quite effective. That insert was also from the Peony collection, matte as well, so you could still ink or stamp or print onto it. All my inserts, I still only pop the adhesive strip down one edge, so we're creating that free flowing look, but you've got just something a bit different. It looks as though it's flat, looks as though the topper is on the front, then you open it up and it's actually within the middle. And very, very quickly as well, when you're talking about groups, if you are relatively new to Hunkydory, if you go across onto Facebook, there's a group called Hunkydorables, and lots of people, I've been in there for quite a long time, but lots of people make your cards and projects using Hunkydory products and they pop them in there, and it's a really lovely group. You know something? It reminds me of our groups on Facebook. You know, it's such a lovely community, so check out them as well.
I've just thought of 2 random groups that I am a part of that I need to leave. One is a group for, I don't know if, let me know if you're like me as well, by the way. I have a real phobia and dislike of wooden chip forks and lolly sticks. So I'm in a group for people who also suffer from that phobia. And the other group I joined, I just remember this one I joined ages ago. Does anyone ever, when they're driving down the road, does anyone ever wonder how a shoe get to the site. Have you ever noticed that when you're driving? Just like a random shoe. So I'm in this Facebook group where people take pictures of random shoes that have been left by the side of the road. My weekends just fly by. I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
And I'm the single one.
You gotta love him, haven't you? You gotta love him. All right, let's move on swiftly from that. Yeah, that's a very good point, well made. How on earth did this guy ever get married? Yeah, so that particular collection was, of course, the Peony Promise collection. Absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and again, you've seen now, hopefully, just how versatile these collections are. $39.96 or $59.97 for that collection. And of course, you're getting your 20% discount if you're a Platinum member. I'll explain more about the club a little bit later on, but basically you're shopping with us at the moment. Normally when you shop, you get a point per pound that you spend. So across this weekend, up until the end of Sunday, you're getting double that. So 2 per pound. So it is just brilliant. Basically, if you've been with us a long time, you'll know all about the club. But basically, if you've just joined us, get to our website, okay? Go to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com and you'll see the little Club Inspire logo. Click on that and then you can sign up. It's super, super easy to sign up. It's not one of these ways to fill in rafts of forms and pages. It's a couple of little bits of information and then you can get shopping with us. And basically, you start off as a bronze member where you get 5% off. But I think when you do your first shop with us, you get a bonus 200 points, don't you? So then basically, very quickly, you're moving up to the silver bracket. Silver bracket gives you 10% off. So you're always getting 5% off that price. That's when we say that nobody ever pays that price. No one ever pays that price unless you don't sign up. But you need to sign up because it's so easy to do. So 5% off if you're bronze. Silver gets you 10% off. That's when you reach 500 points. Then when you reach 750 points, you become a gold member. Gold! Where you
always believe in you.
So good. Anyway, that didn't work. 15% off. And then when you get up to 1,500 points, you reach Platinum. And that's where we're always talking about if you're a Platinum member, you get 20% off. And then loads of people continue to buy. Then they become double Platinum, triple Platinum, quadruple Platinum. And then the Platinum memberships then roll over into the next year. So that's where you make all of the points and make all these savings. And as I said, double points is for everybody over the course of the next few days up until the end of play Sunday. So for every £1 you spend, you get 2 points instead of the 1. Thank you. Right, let's have a look at the images which you've been sending in because we have got some gorgeous, gorgeous projects. This again is great for me because you know what, it allows us to show what you've been doing. I love to see what Craig does and what Debbie does and all of our amazing crafters do, but it's so lovely when we get to see what you've been crafting with as well. Lorraine Badsey sent in this gorgeous card. Yeah, but loads of Hunky Dory goodies there. I love this as well, actually. Angie's card, which has just come in. This is with the Sunflower Collection, which that launched. It did launch sort of September time, didn't it? I'm sure last year.
It was round about that one. Yeah, round about then. Just say that last one as well. That was from a Christmas range that was also decollage.
Yeah.
So it goes to show, you know, do Christmas too. But yeah, that sunflower is lovely.
Angie sent us another card. I mean, she has been loving the sunflowers. Oh, I love the little die-cut letters that you got there.
Yeah.
For you. That's the one that came with a little seed pack book,
That's right, yeah.
Really cool. Andy, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I love seeing that. I love seeing the brighter colours as well, with lots of sort of darker, more wintry colours. But yeah, this is great. June, look at that. We're on safari with that collection.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Amazing.
And now, that full backlot, that is actually, I'm quite confident to say, that is an insert.
Oh,
so
right,
with
yes.
that giraffe on the back, all spread out those 3 panels is an insert because it's a more muted colour, and then you can see that panel on the left-hand side, that is using an actual topper. Goes to show that you can absolutely do that too.
Do you know what? That is a brilliant example because you touched on that earlier on, didn't you? Because a lot of people go, well, inserts, got to go inside the card, that's all I can do with it. That's a great example to show
it is.
that inserts are really, really versatile. And then Jill has been crafting as well. What collection is that one? Just trying to, I know I'm trying to get TV screen
to see.
Let's have a look.
It's like.
Is it butterflies?
It's like butterflies. Yeah.
Oh, it's the wrong way round. It's on its side. That's why. It's on its side. Gorgeous though.
Ah, but that's partly. Partly like just layering them up. So there again, they're all die cut, and with these ones here. Jill has used, I believe, all 3 frames. So the
Yeah.
outside frame, the inner frame, and then also that topper within the middle.
Yeah. And then again, we've got more from Jill, who's obviously loving crafting with the butterflies. Because again, look at that.
Flight of the Butterflies. Yeah. That collection was gorgeous because it was all butterflies, but it was all your deeps, your deep blues, your craft cards, your greens. It was gorgeous.
How do you remember all the names? Like, I find it amazing. I know you guys like craft with this stuff, but I can't remember what I had for tea last night. And then you're just like going, oh, that's this name, it's that. I just find it amazing.
It's because of the genuine love that I have for Hunkydory. Before working here at Crafters Companion, I bought I still buy the products as well. I don't get a lot of time to actually get creative with them, but I still buy them as well. And that's how, it's no joke, Ben, when we say I genuinely have the best job in the world. Not only do I get to craft every day with my favourite company at Crafters Companion, but then my other favourite company, Hunkydory, and now we get to do that together as well. Brilliant.
And he gets to work with me too, that was the other thing.
Absolutely. I do indeed.
Yes. Now, let's have a look here, because if you like the floral decoupage collection we got here, your florals, if you also love your Peony Promise, you might want to go for the Buy the Show bundle, because the Buy the Show bundle brings you both of those, but then it also brings you your Woodland Wildlife collection too, which is just absolutely gorgeous. And I know we're going to be seeing that collection with Craig in just a little while. I'll flick through it for you, but basically you're going to be getting your toppers in here. You're going to be getting those luxury card inserts as you're seeing just there. You're getting with this concept cards as well, the easel reveals. You're getting booklets in here. I'll just quickly show you. I'll do a little quick, let's flick through these first up. And then I'll show you some finished samples as well. I think, are you going to be doing the Woodland reveal in a little bit?
I'm just about to do that just in a moment.
Awesome. So again, you can see the images are just absolutely gorgeous. Within this collection, you have got your beautiful owls. Stags at the minute are so popular in craft, aren't they? So these feature very heavily in this collection, the red deer stag. What I love with these, and you'll see when Craig puts it together in just a few moments' time, you get the reveal of all of the details. So that's the red squirrel. You can see double-sided, and once Craig puts these together, you'll see exactly how they all work. There's a little mallard there too, and as Craig was saying, this is on your matte-tastic Scorable. So this is the cardstock that you can kind of get to work with even more should you want to. So that's your easel reveal. You're also going to get with this, of course, your luxury card inserts. You're going to get your luxury cardstock. I just want to quickly show you as well the paper pad that you're going to get, because this paper pad is also great for the fact that you've got so many different background papers in there as well. So double-sided, which of course works perfectly with this collection. But then again, you have got so many different designs which you can use with other crafty stash that you've got as well. Look at the artwork, it's gorgeous. The otters, the little duck in there as well. There's that gorgeous deer too. There's just so much in it. Look at the artwork on the owl, fantastic. And I just want to, there's a kingfisher, look at that. Look at me knowing all my animals. And that is a squirrel. I just want to quickly show you though some of the cards that you can put together with it. Look at that, with that acetate wraparound, like a sort of like a dome card, isn't it? So gorgeous. Now it's more of a dove, isn't it? But look at that big, bold artwork, which again just works beautifully because you've got the main image there, you've got the frame to go with it, you've got other little die cut pieces that you can pop out with the sentiment. It's just gorgeous. Look at this as well, with the stag. Again, all of that, it looks like a card, right, which you've spent hours and hours putting together, but with these Hunkydory kits, you can put together cards like this in super duper quick time because, as we said, you've got everything you need at your disposal to be able to do it. Everything's been matched up for you. Everything's been color coordinated up for you to be able to do it. And I love with these as well. I love the artwork of all of those beautiful animals. And I also love the fact that you get all of that information on there as well, which is so great. There's been lots of chat actually about the Woodland Wildlife collection. A lot of people saying that this collection it would be particularly good for guys as well, because apparently us guys are always difficult to make cards for. So again, if that's the kind of thing you're thinking, then maybe this is the collection that you want to plump for. $34.96 or $52.82 on its own. Brand spanking new, don't forget. And this bundle You can get it all. You can get the buy the show. That's what most people are doing. They're going for the Woodland Wildlife. They're going for the Peony Promise. They're going for the florals as well. $109.82, saving £47, $65. They're getting double points. Loads of them are getting 20% off that price because they're platinum. And then I tell you what else everyone is doing. They're getting this. The adorable Scorable. Love, love, love adorable Scorable. This is the 2021 Core Colorways collection. Over 10% of our launch stock has gone. And believe you me, when the adorable Scorable comes in, we like to make sure that we have got a lot of that stock. So when you think about the fact that an hour of the show has gone and 10% of that big stock has gone, this is flying out the door. Lots of people will be multi-buying this as well, I would have thought. People who bought it before will multi-buy because they'll know how usable it is, how good it is. And if you haven't bought it before and you're just buying it now for the first time at $11.99 for 50 sheets, you'll buy it now, you'll get it home, you'll craft with it, and you'll come back and buy more if it's still in stock. And also the other thing is, with this, take my word for it, take Craig's word for it, take everybody else's word for it as well. Go for 2, because it may well be if you do come back to get more after you've used it and loved it, that it pretty much won't be double points, and also this might not be here. So get it whilst it is, because you won't be able to if it's not. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? Can I just say have we touched on this already? You know, we talked about Yahoo Mail earlier on. Loads of people have got that as well. We talked about that, haven't we? And lots of people now talking about their email addresses as well. Like Katie Henderson's very first was Sassy Girl. Sandra on Facebook says Budgie Man. Pam Rose Gold on Facebook, Rosebud123. And I like Jeans on Facebook. My email has been the same for years. My lifetime nickname is Smurfette, so I'm jeanmarie.smurfette, which is pretty cool. Not quite as good though as our producer Laura, whose email, my email for a lot of things is Loz and Missy. Loz, Laura, and, short for and, because apparently that was cool at the time.
Okay.
That was never cool. And Missy, my pet Shih Tzu. Wow. Do get in touch and let us know if you've got a weird email address. Also, let us know if you've got any questions, any comments about this collection, and any more pictures too. We would love to see the projects you've been making with your Hunky Dory collections, Facebook and YouTube. And there's your email address as well. And as always, if you're brand new to us, any questions that you want to ask, do get in touch, because we will get those answered before the end of the show. And vote for your favourite card as well. I keep forgetting to say that. We'll recap on all the cards that Craig has made in around about half an hour's time. And talking to cards, he's going to make one now. So you're going to have a go at the concept card, yes?
Yes, I thought I just want to check with Laura. I think, will we go straight in? We'll do this concept and go straight into another relatively simple card as well. So we're showing you the concept and then we're showing you a card from the collection. Right, now within these ones here, you've got these super, super cool. Look at these ones. So we can then, how much fun is that? And as you said, Ben, you get the reveal, whereas you've got a little bit of information about the stag.
What does it say?
So it's, oh, I hate reading live.
Oh.
Hate reading live.
Oh, sorry, don't do it if you don't
The
want to.
red deer stag, the red deer is one of the largest deer species in the world and Britain's largest land mammal.
Huh.
They are gregarious.
Gregarious. What?
Often associated in family groups.
Yeah.
Their distinctive rusty red colour in summer turns to a brown winter coat.
Ah.
The stag's impressive antler branches increase in the number with age.
Well, it was worth reading that out, wasn't it?
It was.
I didn't know it was the biggest land mammal here in the UK, so there you go.
Yeah.
What was that word again, beginning with G, that they are?
Gregarious. Gregarious.
Gregarious.
I'll never be the next David Attenborough, will I? But
You're the David Attenborough of craft, then.
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah.
So you can make 8 of them. You've got 4 designs, which include these 2, the owl that I'm away to do, and then you've also got the squirrel as well. And then what you can do is you can do 2 of them. So let's make this one. What I'll show you as well within these ones, because these concepts come packaged separately, so you get a little bit of a step-by-step if you need it. So what we're going to do, once again, we are going to then just pop these out, all die cut, and I do tell you, you've got the back and you've got the front that you then correspond to the actual actual steps. Double-sided as well, so you know that you're not going to get any white area. And then also to say as well, Ben, not necessarily just for this sheet here, but any of your sheets throughout the full collection, if I take these bits out, go to your little dies, bring in your Gemini Mini, your Gemini Midi, and bring in your little dies and use all this excess bit and cut little bits out of them. Or if you've still got any of your old paper punches, you can go in. Don't waste these bits because you can still be using them elsewhere. But in saying that, let's pop them to the side. Once again, you'll have tiny little pips. I would just take them away with the scissors or nail file.
Yeah.
Then what we've got as well, we've got these parts here. Now, I've popped red tape in place already, but this one has the letter B. And then we've also, on the back of another one, we've got the letter B. Following the steps, that instantly lets you know that you're going to attach B to B. Same with when it comes to A on the bottom just here, and we've got A on here. So following the steps, it's very self-explanatory. Explanatory?
Yeah.
Explanatory, it is that one.
Self-explanatory.
It is. It is that one. I thought for a minute, I was like, doesn't make sense.
It definitely does.
It does. It does.
Self-explanatory. It's one of those things that the more you say it, the less it sounds like it's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't sound right, does it?
But it is right.
So with this one here, what I've done is I've done a mountain fold. So we folded upwards. This tiny little tab down here, we've done a valley fold. So you can see that little fold here. All comes scored, so you don't need to do any scoring or creasing. So if we bring this image in now, so we're using the barn owl, and we're taking off our tape. You can use your tape runner or use your wet glue. Now what I'm going to do at this point, what we need to do is attach the part that says A to the part that says A. And what I'm going to do is, if I bend this back just so that you can see, you won't need to bend it back, I'm doing it just so that you can see. We're going to attach that there and then that into there. So if we pop that one in, so then what that'll start to do is that's going to start to create that mechanism. So what we'll do now is if I fold this one over, now all the way around this part here on the back, we need to pop some tape. So what we can do is I'm going to pop some tape all the way around. Double-sided tape is always my adhesive of choice. Hence why I'm using it, but you can be using your tape runner. So what I'm going to do is if I take these off, so what we can then do is bringing back in our base panel. So if we then pop that over the top and we're just mirroring that straight over, so basically matte and layering that straight over the top, and then we're going to press that into place.
Yep.
So then what happens is there's our mechanism now, and we can see how we've got the barn owl, the information there.
Brilliant.
What we can then do is on B, take off the backing. So we can take these ones off, bringing in this topper, which once again, it says B. So we're going to pop B over B, press that one into place. So then now what's going to happen is we get our mechanism, and then we can finish it off by bringing in a couple of these die-cut toppers and these sentiments, which come included on the sheet. I'm going to pop both of them on. You don't have to. You might want to just use one of them, or you might want to not use any of them. You might want to use your own sentiments. That's up to yourself. But let's pop that one there, and then there, and then there we go. There is our concept. So you can see now.
That's so cool.
How that looks. You get the envelopes included as well. Ooh. Fold flat, but you still get that mechanism that you can see here. And the thing is, because it's all double-sided with Hunkydory thinking about that, you're not seeing any white bits. So George, if we can go back to where we were, there we go. See how there's no white bits, it's all patterned, you're not missing anything. And same with the base, and you can even write on it if you want. So there we go. So there's the barn owl, we've got the stag, we've got the mallard, and then you're also getting a squirrel also included within that one.
I love the way you say squirrel.
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 Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Because you roll your eyes, you see.
Yeah, roll my R's.
Yeah.
Roll my R's. And then I think, we'll go straight in. Let's go straight in. Still using the Woodland. with the Woodland Wildlife, this is now what's called Matte-tastic, Ben.
Yeah.
So you get all the same properties as Adorable Scorable. The difference is you can ink onto it with your water reactive inks. You can spritz onto it. You can do all these different techniques because it's a porous surface, but you're still getting those incredible properties like you would with Adorable Scorable.
Brilliant.
So what I've done, now I'll show you the full sheets because you get 2 of each sheet. So to explain it, here is the topper sheet. Now this is the one that I'm going to be using down here, the Kingfisher. So you've got your topper sheet, you get a coordinated patterned background sheet, and then you also get a foiled background sheet. So you've got a sheet, and you get 2 of each of these ones. So using the Kingfisher, what I've done, using my Ultimate Pro, I've scored and created a gatefold. So I've scored at the A4 gatefold line, turned it around, and I've done that again, the A4 gatefold line, folded them over, and now that's created our A4 gatefold that you can see here.
Brilliant.
Now all that I'm going to do, popped out these toppers from that sheet I showed you, as well as the little blurb that tells you about the Kingfisher. And then also wanted to show you, in case you wonder where my 2 separate borders come from, Ben, it's actually this large ribbon border down the side, but using my guillotine, I've just split it in half. So you can then do all those different borders, make them different, change them, and then bringing in one of the inserts. The insert also has the Kingfisher to match, but what I've done is I've cut the side so it's just the pattern. You don't actually see the Kingfisher. So this is where you can write your sentiment if you want to.
Just absolutely gorgeous. We're loving the colours. You guys as well are absolutely loving the artwork. I'm loving the little blurb that you got with these as well.
Yeah.
I think this, right, we were talking about this earlier on. If you are homeschooling currently, then these kits are absolutely brilliant because, as I was saying earlier on, you know, as a parent, obviously I want to make sure that my kids are doing their schoolwork, but sometimes it's nice to take a bit of a break away from the schoolwork and do other things which are, well, like crafting. It's fun, but it's also educational. And this kit particularly, because you're teaching your children how to craft, and also they're learning about the animals as well, which I think is just brilliant. Like the Kingfisher, for example. The Kingfisher has an incredibly aerodynamic beak, allowing it to dive from its perch with maximum speed and minimum splash.
Now, that's how you do it. That's how you read it.
Yes, thank you so much. Sorry, am I allowed to say what you just told me? Oh, apparently I'm going to be teaching you how to do voiceovers in an upcoming segment of something on your show. No more than that, will I say.
Apparently so I've been told.
So you can say things like, the red squirrel is often found in coniferous woodland. They make nest-like structures. They make nest-like structures called drays. I thought you said dregs. That's why I need to put my glasses on. They make nest-like structures called drays out of twigs, leaves, and bark.
Very, very informative as well as crafting.
There's another squirrel fact which I want to tell you, but I don't know. It's a joke. It's one of those where people think you're going to tell them a fact, and then it's a joke. But I don't know if I can get away with telling the joke at this time of day because it's a bit naughty.
Bit naughty, is it?
Yeah. Shall I tell you the setup and then okay? So the setup is. Why do squirrels swim on their backs? And then I won't tell you what they make. You know what they yeah. Yeah. Oh, Craig's just got it.
Oh, yeah. I'm always the last one to the party when it comes to thinking and things clicking. I've got it now, but not straight away.
No. Yeah,
I'm not good with jokes.
There's lots of love, by the way, as well, not just for these collections, but also the amount of demos that you're doing today, Craig. June just saying, always love these demos, Craig and Ben. Thanks for giving us so many different ideas. Lil J Craft on Facebook says, well, I gave in, bought the show and the card. Listen, I'm supposed to be reducing my card supplies. Sorry about that. We'll stop bringing you all this nice stuff. But it's so tempting, isn't it? So tempting. Kelly, host on Facebook, saying, ordered the Woodland set, can't wait to get it. And Joy just saying, love Hunky Dory, what a beautiful collection. I just ordered the bundle and the paper. And Jennifer Dawn Smith on Facebook saying, Blush Moments was my first Hunky Dory collection. I'm hooked. And when you can make cards like this, you soon will be hooked as well, I truly believe. Look at that. That looks like you've spent ages making that.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does. You know, and you can do, if you want, you can go in, you can do extra mats and layers. Maybe if you've got any of your foiling plates, you can incorporate them. But of course, with Hunky Dory, strip it all the way back, use it as it is, and absolutely so much. And even doing this style, where it's kind of like a locking mechanism with the image in the frame, you were to do that or find that in one of these little boutique stores or that, you could pay a good couple of pounds for something like that, which you absolutely can do with Hunky Dory. So yeah, you can see that one, the style of card that you can make.
There's so much love coming in. Fred saying the wildlife collection will make great masculine themed cards. Very tempting set, says Sim on YouTube. Beautiful. Jean just said, so we'll come back to that. It's about email addresses. Fred on YouTube saying, Hunky Dory has great colours and graphics, and with Ben's sound effects, they are even better. You'll have to produce your own sound effects, unfortunately. And Pam on Facebook, this is another great thing, talking about why these kits are so brilliant to use with the kids. Pam saying, Ben, the kids are also doing maths as well, as they're doing a bit of measuring. I suppose they are, aren't they? So a bit of construction, you know, a bit of maths. You're doing a bit of, you know, your wildlife in there as well, and artwork. It's just absolutely brilliant. And natural history is what I was trying to say. Just brilliant. Let's have a look at the bundles individually. The Woodland Wildlife bundle. Okay, I'll show you some finished samples because this is the best way to kind of picture it in your mind as to the kind of things that you're going to be able to pop together. So with this collection, you get all of your die-cut toppers once again and beautiful frames. And then you've got little tags in there with sentiments. This collection as well, don't forget, you get all of the little pop-outs with all of the details with the particular animals on too. You've got all of your luxury cardstock in there. You've also got all your glorious inserts. With this collection as well, don't forget, you've got your little easel collection as well, which you can make those amazing cards with. And then, of course, you've got your Woodland Wildlife booklet with that too. So it's huge. It really is. And as lots of people have been talking about, brilliant for making those masculine cards. $34.96 or $52.82 for that collection. Then also on the show, we've got your Peony Promise. Again with this, it's all about the way that this is all die cut for you. It's all ready to go. You've got your big kind of bold frames and you know, kind of forefronts of your card there. You've got loads of different bits and pieces as far as butterflies and tags are concerned in there. You're going to get your 8x8 Peony Promise booklet. You've got your luxury cardstock. You've got your inserts. You've also got your little book included in there as well with 144 images in there for you to be able to create, should you want to be the most frugal of frugal, 144 different cards in there should you want to do that. This is just a bit of a sample of some of the things that you can be making with this collection. Again, take a look at this, similar to the card which Craig was showing us a little bit earlier on, just using the various elements to give you that depth and dimension to be able to layer these up and create that amazing decoupage. I love this one particularly, which Kat's put together from the Peony Promise collection. Look at that, again, with that kind of 3D effect, but I love the fact that the decoupage pieces are kind of on the skew, so it almost gives it that sort of corkscrew effect too, which I just think is absolutely lovely. That's the Peony Promise bundle, $39.96 or $59.97. And then we've also got your florals, which again are just absolutely gorgeous. This is the decollage, right? This is my favourite card of the ones that I've got here. The decollage, again, just amazing. You are getting, oh yeah, I'll come to that. You are getting all of the goodies in here to be able to create. Look at that. This is why it's decollage. Look at the depth that you get, the depth and dimension that you've got with this collection. All these beautiful floras with your die cut pieces, luxury cardstock, inserts, your little book of florals as well. And also, can I go and grab that actually? Around the front here. I don't need to run. No, not after this morning where I ran about 20 miles, I think it was I did. I'm supposed to be running 100 miles in January. I've still got 32 to go before Sunday. Well, do you know, Laura's just saying, why don't you use some laps of the studio whilst the show's on? I did suggest to Sari yesterday that if you could get me like a running machine in here, a treadmill, I'd do some whilst we're doing the shows, but it's not happened. I'm quite pleased. But another way to be able to use your decollage collection, look at this, making your own bouquet of flowers. I think this again, do you know what? If you don't want to spend a huge amount of money on flowers this Valentine's, and actually, if you want to be able to create a bouquet which is going to last forever, because in my experience of buying flowers over the years, you pay a fortune, they last for about a week, and then you chuck them away, don't you? This is something which you can put together and which will last forever, and the recipient, I'm sure, will absolutely love. That is the Decollage collection, the florals, the Flourishing Florals, $39.97, $57.97. But you love this. You love your Peony Promise. You love all of those wildlife cards as well. You want it all. Here's how you do it. You buy the show bundle. This is what everyone's going for. Everyone is going for the full collection because it's at a super deal today. It is basically £156 worth of Hunkydory goodies, $227 worth, and you're taking it home for $109.82 or $162.22. If you are in Club Inspire, as a platinum member, you can take 20% off the price that you're seeing on screen, and everybody gets double points too. So again, that's going to earn you over 200 points, isn't it? As you're buying that today in double points, over 200 points. Amazing. Loads of people going for that. And as well as that, loads of people going for the adorable Scorable. This is the 2021 Core Colorways collection. We've talked about this a lot on the show, and I think a lot of you have been getting in touch and saying why you love this collection so much too. Gorgeous colours, absolutely, but it's all about that bendable ink technology. It's all about allowing you to construct with this, to fold this, to crease this, and you're not going to get, which you might have got before with other cardstock, feathering and cracking and, you know, creases just really standing out. With this technology, you've got that bendable ink which allows you to crease and fold and construct without fear of the cardstock looking all tatty and horrible. $11.99 for 50 sheets of this collection, $17.99 if you're shopping with us in the US. Don't forget, of course, as well, you might want to go for a couple of these at this sort of price. It does tend to fly out of the door. Let's have a look at a few comments coming in. If you have just joined us, welcome. If you're new to the channel, do say hello. We want to be hearing from people who are just taking up craft, newbies who have just joined us for the first time today. Stick your hand up and say hello, give us a wave. And more importantly than that, well, as importantly as that, we want your comments, please, on your favourite cards of the show so far. We'll recap on all of them in just a bit. You can get commenting on the feed on the Crafters TV page on Facebook, or indeed on YouTube as well. Margie on Facebook just saying, I love watching demos, my therapy, and such great ideas. That's nice, actually. We've had lots of people too over the last few days saying that, you know, we're kind of company for people over the lockdown period, and we're just there in the background in people's lives, and you know, now and again people will just sort of delve in and kind of watch for a bit and take in the demos, which is absolutely brilliant. Evelyn just saying, the men in my life will love some of these cards, referring to the Wildlife collection. Love the colours in the Peony collection, says Mary Pat. Katie saying the Woodland collection is really lovely, so masculine but beautifully coloured. Hadassah on YouTube, love that box of flowers so much. Hadassah, that is what you call awesome sauce, isn't it? Awesome! And Karen Wells Sorrel on Facebook saying, Hunkydory makes such beautiful paper crafting products. I agree with all of that. And as I said, the other brilliant thing about Hunkydory is that it is making cards like that, but making cards like that really simple to make. That's the whole thing about it. We're going to go back to Craig and see some more demos now. Which collection are you going to be demoing with Mr. Laird?
So we are going to use the Flourishing Florals, and I think if we can push it, shall we do 2 again?
Do it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can actually use the decoupage. It's already die cut for you. Then I'll show you how you can make a card using one of the images that come from the little book that also comes within that set. So I'll show you how it can look on one level, but I'll show you what it looks like if you were to do what I do, and that's sit and fussy cut. Also, just to say, June on YouTube, the card is A5 in size, so it's just A4 folded in half for that one. I know that was a question she was asking. So we're going to go with this one here. Flourishing Florals. Now I've used the Floral Blessing. Now you can see I've already started to pop all mine out. I've got one that's completely finished that we'll show you at the end, but we'll start to layer up some of what I've got here. So what I've done is 8x8 card blank. If you like to do, or you want to do 8x8, but you find it hard to fill a lot of space, then Hunkydory, they make it easier for you because a lot of their images are large, which enable you to do larger cards. However, it's still easily to just trim it down slightly and make smaller cards. So I've taken the coordinated background that comes with the topper. Now I'm using one of the cardstocks, so this is kind of like the dandelion or lemon yellow that comes within that core collection. Absolutely gorgeous with that one. So my pattern is 6.5 by 6.5. Then I've matte and layered it onto this yellow using my guillotine, and I've gone up 1/4 inch.
Okay.
And then I've taken some of our silver mirror card.
You know, with matting and layering as well, just going back to questions which newbies might be asking, it's always 1/4 inch is the kind of choice of, what's the word I'm looking for, measurement, isn't it, when you're matting and layering?
I think so anyway. I think 1/4 inch, you know, it's impactful.
Yeah.
It's not overly powering, so you've got this great big border all the way round, but it's just enough just to add that little bit of an accent. Plus, you can make it thinner if you want, but by doing 1/4 inch, what it is, makes it easier as well, especially if you're using our guillotine, because you've got obviously those grids. So very, very easy to do them ones. And then what I was thinking as well, just while you were talking, but I think probably maybe worthwhile as well, just explaining a wee bit about Hunkydory crafts for any newbies. So you'll be able to just see what I'm doing. I'm doing nothing different to what I've done with the first floral. But Hunkydory are British company, so everything is made and manufactured here in Britain, so that you know that obviously you're going to be supporting British made. But then Hunkydory themselves are in Preston, and originally started with Mummy Hunkydory, Anne Newhouse. Herself and her late husband many years ago had a needle crafting company in Preston.
Yeah.
And then it just progressed into paper crafting industry. And then, so we've got Anne, we've got Big Boss Dan, he's like the big boss. And then we've got his brother, who's also at Hunkydory, which is Adam. But then on the TV team, we'll say, as we talk about quite a lot, Anne-Marie. She's in charge of a lot of the TV team, as well as what they do backstage when it comes to products and development.
Yeah.
But there's her, then there's also Sheila as well.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely lady. You maybe actually, last time, not that last weekend, time before, I was at Creating Craft and I got a selfie with Sheila. P Wheels.
One of my, outside of you guys here, P Wheels, Pauline Wheeler, one of my absolute faves in the crafty world. I love her.
Absolute heart of gold,
Yes.
heart of gold. And then there's also, there's Natalie, who is in charge of a lot of the team and what goes on, and even when it comes to organising their shows for things like Create and Craft. So she's recently new to the on-air TV team, but they really, really are such a lovely company, family company, you know, and a bit like us. And I think that's why, because Sarah and Simon are good friends with Big Boss Dan and his wife.
Yeah.
So I think that's why the two companies, we work together so well when it's drawing in collections, because we've got kind of like the same ethos.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you could get this adorable Scorable today. Maybe it's the only one that you're going to buy, one product. It's going to work with your Sarah Signature collections. It's going to work with your Nature Garden. It's going to work with your dies, your background, your embossing folders. So you can absolutely cross-pollinate with all your collections.
Someone was mentioning earlier on as well, I've lost it, there's so many comments coming here, but someone was mentioning about the peonies with all the butterflies on there, how beautiful that would look with the Sharon Callis collection that we've got as well.
Absolutely.
And Sharon, by the way, is with us on Craft House tomorrow, unless I'm getting my dates mixed up. It is this Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so again, if you love our Sharon, who's just, again, amazing, talk about a lovely person in the world of craft. Yeah, she'll be with us tomorrow on Craft House, 4 o'clock. You could have, Laura's just said she could listen to her talk all day. She's got lovely Irish accent.
She really, really does.
But yeah, absolutely. It's great to hear like the backstory of these companies as well. You know.
It's just, it's so nice, you know, it's nice to hear. And do you know what it is as well? What I think as well is being a crafter, you're not at home, because obviously we're Crafter's Companion, we're not Hunky Dory, but you know that you can watch us and we're not just here to sell you the product.
Yeah.
You know, from obviously Ben in past life working with Hunky Dory on elsewhere in TV, myself on the DT team, you can hopefully tell our enthusiasm, our love. So you know that's why, you know, us as a company, you know, we just work well together because I've got a passion as well for what they do, and hopefully that's then going to transfer onto you.
One of the standing jokes, and when I used to be at the other place, with my waistcoats, Hunky Dory always used to do, with their kits, they always used to do like a little gift alongside them as well. And one of them came with a little pin badge. And I always had the pin badge on my waistcoat. That's how much I loved Hunky Dory. It was the only badge that I would wear on my little waistcoat. But honestly, I feel like I've hit the jackpot here because I've always loved Crafter's Companion.
Yep.
Absolutely always loved Hunky Dory, no doubt. And like you said, I now get to work with you guys, and we bring Hunky Dory to you as well, where you can do this. That's phenomenal.
Now look at it, simply just by layering it up. That's all that I done was layered that component, matting and layering on the background, and that's it. That sentiment also comes on that back panel. So that's where the original image comes from, that back panel. I've taken that sentiment that's along the bottom. I've got two ribbon edges that you can see here. I've only used one, but I've just drawn out the yellow from the image that you can see here. And that one, I've not even used all of the layers. If I bring in this one, which I have used all the layers, so you'll be able to see if I lift it that way, you've got that depth. But once again, please don't feel as though you have to use all the layers.
No.
You absolutely don't have to.
Couple of questions that have just come in relating to that card. If you can just hold on to that card for a second. So Creative on YouTube is saying, good morning, what is the name of the double-sided adhesive Craig is using? I'm looking for it on the website, thank you. I think that was to do with your last demo.
Yes, so it's foam pads.
Yeah.
So
we've
got my absolute favourites. So we've got our 3D foam pads. You absolutely can use our glue gel if you want. Sarah loves her glue gel. Debbie, well, both Debbies love their glue gel, as well as Debbie Robinson. I like my foam pads. So with your decoupage, you can use either or. Foam pads that I use. So that's what I use. And when it's tape-wise, when I've got a lot of time at home, I use tape.
Yeah.
If I need to do it quite quick, I'll use our tape runner. But that's what I've been using.
And just going back to that last card, you'll need that in hands here. Look at me. You'll need that in hands. Bonnie Brown has just asked, what is matting and layering? Can you just show Bonnie what you mean by matting and layering on that last card? Or maybe you're going to do that now, actually.
Of course I can, yeah. Tell you what, let's do that now. So let's move that. I'm not going to do anything, so you're not going to miss anything. What we can do is if I bring this one back in for you to see.
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to try and envision, imagine there is no silver or yellow layer. Okay, so just imagine it is just this pattern layer that we've got here. Would still look nice,
yeah,
but just by adding a layer of cardstock all the way around. So what that is this size here. I think I said this was 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches.
Yeah.
This yellow layer, I've gone up 1/4 inch, so therefore it's 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. That gives you that little edge. You can make it thicker if you want or make it thinner, but it just draws your eye out. What it also does, because I've used yellow, because there's yellow within that image, it pulls your eye either from the image out to the outside, or it pulls your eye from the outside inwards, brings it all together, frames it even, you know, to make it really nice. And then I've even done a second layer with silver mirror card just to pull out the silver that's into the middle. You don't have to do it. It's not, do you know something? I was about to say it's not essential. I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say it is essential. Whether it's even just one matting layer, it's really going to add that wow factor to your card. And that's what matting and layering is.
There we go. Thank you for that question, Bonnie. And it's great to be able to answer these questions, as I say, because, you know, we sort of throw phrases around like this all day, every day. And actually sometimes we're now going, oh, hang on. Yeah, we've got newbies coming in, people who don't understand all of the kind of lingo and all the terms. Ask those questions because we'll answer them. We will answer as many questions as we can. And as I say, even if you're thinking, oh, I bet that's been asked before, doesn't matter. We'll answer it. Absolutely we will. Loads of photos coming in. So let's go through this gallery and have a look at the photos. you have been bringing in. Victoria sending in, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. Apparently lots of people have been asking to see this in the comments. Where's this from? That's absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Victoria has crafted that. How has that been made?
Oh, that is quilling. Oh my gosh, that's paper quilling.
Unbelievable. It looks like, it doesn't look like paper, does it?
Looks like fabric,
yeah.
Doesn't it? Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. So that is strips of cardstock, paper quilling. That is incredible.
Wow, Victoria, no wonder people were asking to see that. Thank you for popping that in the comments, and great to be able to show everybody else. Zena has sent us in a collection of her Hunkydory makes. Oh, I love that little bear in the teepee there. That's brilliant. Do you remember the name of that collection?
I'm trying to get an even better closer look. I've got a funny feeling that's from a little book.
Is it?
Yeah, it's from a little book, yeah.
The next one, we're off to the farm.
Farmyard animals.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Go on, pig out.
Love it.
And actually coming up next is one of Jennifer's first Hunkydory makes. And this is a great example of the range of Hunkydory we've got. So from that really fun kind of cutesy farmyard to this really gorgeous, refined.
Really is. Absolutely gorgeous.
Look at all the layers there. I love that. Beautifully done. And then another one from Jennifer. Jennifer, you've been busy.
But see how, and I mean this in a nice way, see how little that's been done to the card. It's using the image, bit of acetate on the front with that little topper. How elegant does that look?
Yeah.
Also some gems as well to finish off.
And then Terry, look at all these pictures. Right, if you didn't know how much Hunkydory was loved before, you know now, because this is a massive amount of pictures that we're showing you. And the lovely card there from Terry, that gorgeous passion flower there. That is amazing. Thank you so much for all of those. And if there is a picture that you want to send in of a project that you've made recently from Hunkydory, send it into a studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk and we'll try and squeeze that in before the end of the show. If you have just joined us as well, don't forget double points. And just to reiterate on that one, by the way, it's double points on the shows, but it's double points across the website, across the weekend, up until end of play on Sunday. So plenty of time to get shopping. Great time to stock up and get your card stock. Great time to stock up and get your adhesives, all of the things that you don't want to run out of, because you're going to get great prices and you're going to get double points on everything that you buy. And of course, the more points you get, the higher up the Club Inspire ladder you get, and then the higher up you get, the more discounts you get. It's ever perpetuating to greatness, to crafty greatness is what it is, and that's why you need to get involved. The big bundle is proving the most popular, the Hunkydory Buy the Show bundle, because you're getting these gorgeous decollage florals, you're getting your Peony Promise, you're getting this wonderful woodland collection too, 109.82 or 162.22, saving 47.07 or 65.67, and then of course wherever you are in Club Inspire, at least another 5% will come off that total. Eve B on YouTube saying fantabulous. I know now what I'm doing for my Easter cards. I think that's referring to the last demo. Yeah, Easter will be here before you know it. Jennifer saying, okay, oh, the cross card gets my vote. Yes, the cards, you need to vote on those. I tell you what, let's do one more demo and then we will recap on all the cards and then we'll do another demo and then we'll announce the winner. Is that a good idea?
Okie doke, that's fine.
What collection are you going to use?
So what I'm going to do, we're still sticking with the Flourishing Florals, but what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a very quick card using one of the toppers from the little book. Yeah. So this is going to show you how you can actually make a card. And then what we're going to do is, to finish the show, we're going to do a card, and a nice card, a luxurious card, using the Woodland Friends and the deer, just to finish it off. But what this card's going to do, Ben, is it's going to show you kind of two ways in how you can use the little book. Yeah. Now what I've done is, using this image from the little book, this image also runs throughout the main collection, so you get all the decoupage. So therefore, there is an insert that coordinates with this one. So this is a 7x7 card. So we can then pop our insert in, keeping it free flowing as well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that topper here. Now, using some of the black matten and layering that comes, or the black cardstock that comes from the adorable Scorable, we've created a matten layer, which is 1/4 of an inch bigger. Yeah. all the way round. And then for the sentiment, what I have done is I've taken, so if I show you, for example, the cross that we done. So when it comes to this sheet here, so this is the cross that come, this sheet that has this design on it, what I've done is I've taken the sentiment from the bottom, which gives, which is this one. So you can pull in sentiments from elsewhere throughout the collection. We can then pop this one on into place. So this is going to go onto here, and what I'm going to do is if I bring this one in, and this is going to show you now, other than this black layer, we've done the matting and layering and just the one layer, but you can have your card looking like this, Ben.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stick this on just for a second because we're going to add something else. Now, how lovely does that look?
Amazing.
Now, with the little book, because with each image, you've got 6 layers. So therefore, what you can then do is start to fussy cut these down, and then you are going to be getting less and less. So if you are like me, or as I found out earlier on this week, Joe likes to fussy cut. He finds it relaxing. So you can create your own decoupage. And this is the main thing that I absolutely love about the little books.
Yeah.
As you alluded to, what you can do if you just pop that one topper on your card with the sentiment, even if you sell it at £1, there's £144.
Exactly.
Or $44.
So you've made the money back for the whole buy the show bundle.
You
and
have.
more.
Absolutely, you have. And that is the great thing about them. So I'm taking these ones off. My other layers, I do already have the backing off, but we can then start to position them. If you are not overly comfortable or confident about getting the layer straight on, this is where I would suggest your glue gel, because you have a bit of manoeuvrability. But if we pop that one on here, building them up. So this is showing you, you can keep them flat, or you can go to town, create your own decoupage.
I suppose, like you say, it depends how much time you want to spend on these, and or if you want a fussy cut and you want to really sort of take your time over these. So so these come from the little books, and you get the little books. There's 144 sheets. You get 24 different designs, 6 of each, isn't it?
That's
so
right.
You have got the ability to be able to do this.
You do. You do. So you can do that, or keep them flat. Or what you can even do then as well, Ben, is we won't have time to do it, so I think I'll make it at home, post it on social media.
Yeah.
What's good with these is, do you know what you can do? Bring your nesting dies in and cut the layers out that way. So you're going to get a completely different look by using your nesting dies. So let's do that one, which was here. Now when I say I like to fussy cut, I love to fussy cut, and I like to get all these tiny little bits cut out. You don't have to. You can keep it as simple as you like. But if we pop that one on, then what we're going to do is bring this one in, and what we are going to do is let's bring in 2 pads here. Because remember, because we've got a bit of height here, I really need to lift this one up. So let's take that one off here. So let's take that one. So we'll double the foam pad layer up. I would pop tape into here, and then let's pop it that way. And there we go. Awesome. And see how well black works?
Yeah.
Black works really well. That could be one-dimensional, looked equally lovely, but create your own decoupage if you want, and you can do that with any of the little books.
Just to quickly show you as well with the little books, because Jennifer's asked just to have a little quick flip through the little books. The cross comes from that one, by the way, which you saw on the previous demo. But as I said, there's 144 sheets. This one's falling apart just a little bit, but there's 144 sheets that you've got in here, and you get 6 of each. So then, you've got the ability to be able to, as Craig's just shown you, fussy cut these and create some beautiful, beautiful cards. Although, as we said, if you just wanted to simply whack these out of the book, stick them on with a little sentiment, then you've got the ability to make 144 quick fire cards in absolutely next to no time. That's the great thing about these. I know a lot of people as well who love the little books so much that they get one within a collection, or then they go for a second one separately just to keep, because a lot of people think, you know, that these are quite nice to have as little collectibles too. So the good thing is that you do get one of those books within the collection if you're going for the Flourishing Florals decollage, and of course you'll get two if you go for the Buy the Show bundle, because you get another one with your Peony Promise, I should say, as well. Let's have a quick look back at all of Craig's demos, so then you can get voting on your demo of the show. So there's demos from the Peony Promise, there's demos from the Woodland, there's demos from the Flourishing Florals. Right, here we go. Look how many demos he's done. Let's go through these.
So I don't think, we'll not include those little concept ones, we'll just include these ones. So this is the first one. Will we just do 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5?
All right, hang on a minute. So we'll do the first one, we'll call that red, okay. The next one, it might be easier to call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think it's
yeah, I think we're going to get really confused. So 1 for the first card, funnily enough. Here's the second one.
2.
3 was from your Woodland, that's the Kingfisher, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. 4 from your Flourishing Florals from your little book.
Yep.
And then 5 is the one we just made, also from the Flourishing Florals. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. You've got 9 minutes to get your votes in. Voting after that, your vote might not count, but you may still be, you won't be charged at all. Yes, get your votes in, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. The cross card, Anne, as we said, is from the little books for the Flourishing Florals. Will just saying, I have Craig's card he made and sent to me on my mantle. Jennifer saying, thank you, Ben, for the flick through the book. You are welcome. And Dale Hill on Facebook saying, Craig, your demos have convinced me this collection is worth going for the whole bundle. Fabulous. Right, one final quick demo. Craig is going to do some speed crafting. I reckon you have got about 5 minutes.
Okay, doc, let's go for it. All my layers are cut, so I'll explain the sizes as we go through. 8x8 card. Now this is where we're going to show you how you can really make a lovely, large, elegant card. So you're with the Woodland collection and it's using the deer. So what I've done, 8x8 ivory card, and I've taken one of the coordinated inserts, and as I've been doing throughout, all that I've done is pop tape along the top.
Yep.
You can, if you want, Ben, mat and layer, that's up to you. But I just love this free-flowing movement that you get from your inserts.
It's like you say, you go into a card shop and get a card with that free-flowing insert in there. You know it's an expensive card. You know you're going to pay a couple of quid more.
Absolutely, you will do, just by adding that insert in. And as I said earlier on, why not bring in any of your stamps with your sentiments, stamp that into the middle, or if you are like me, you can print on them very, very quickly. If you're making, for instance, say it's an A5 card, go into your settings. I use, for instance, Microsoft Word, change the page to A5, write your sentiment, whatever it is you're popping, then put the insert in instead of the paper and it prints out. So there you go. If you are doing 8x8, change the setting customary to 8x8 and you can print out there. So that's how I do mine. Pattern background that comes within the deer topper, matte-tastic, so you can ink and stamp onto the top. 7 1/4 inches, green adorable Scorable from the collection, 7 1/2 inches. So that can mat and layer over the top. The only additional cardstock I've used is our gold satin cardstock, which is 7 3/4.
Yeah.
So that can go on there. And we're building up the layers, Ben, popping the layers on, and that is going to give you that substantial feel, that quality feel, and even that designer feel as well. And then what I've also done is this is one of the pattern papers from the 6x6 book,
yeah.
And this is the design on the back, as you can see, double-sided, but I've gone with that kind of plaid tartan look.
Don't stop crafting. This is a question which I've just seen, which Terry has asked on Facebook, and we touched on this earlier, but is 1/4 inch the best measurement for matting and layering?
I find it is the most effective.
Yep.
You can, of course, make your mats and layers as thick or as thin as you like. But as I say, I think it's more pleasing to the eye. Plus, I'll be honest with you, it's the easiest way to do it if you're using the guillotine. So that's why I like to do 1/4 inch.
Brilliant.
Try it that way, and then you can just have a play with yourself and maybe change the sizes if you want.
Okay.
Now what I'm doing is I've taken the topper of the deer, and then once again I've just die cut it out. This comes in here. You've got a gold frame that I'm not needing, so I've left that within my stash I could use elsewhere. So that can go onto my green adorable Scorable. If you want to trim round the edges, you can do. I like to leave them at a point that you can see here.
Yeah.
So let's bring in our next layer. So this is the frame that works all the way around it. So what I can do is if I take my foam off, and once again, this is our foam pads that you'll find on the website. If you want something like this, you could use the foam tape, and then what you could then do is this would make a great card to be a shaker element.
Yeah, love that idea.
With some acetate. Maybe if you get some sand, you know, if you've got the kiddie sand or something, instead of glitter, you could use the sand underneath as that shaker element.
Love, I've never heard the idea of using sand as a shaker.
Why not? Yeah, why
I love
not?
that idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, you could be doing that one. It's kind of like,
you say, you can get the shaky kiddie sand, can't you?
you can, absolutely, you can do.
Yeah. Steal it from the, what's it called, little sand table you get for,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
don't
could
steal
do.
it, you know, obviously.
Pop a little bit into the bag or something, eh?
That's a great idea.
And then to finish off, what I've done is I've taken the little topper that says all about the red deer, and we can then pop this one on. So this size here, I can't remember offhand what this size of topper is, but I've all that I've done, whatever size it was, my green card is 1/4 inch bigger. And then we can mat and layer these ones on. And then also, apart from the gold, the only additional part that I've used is I've taken some twine.
Yeah.
This is left over from Sarah's nautical collection.
Oh, yeah.
So I've taken that twine, and it just gives it that bit of an organic look. But we can take these ones off. Now, you don't need to do all these tiny bits of matting and layering if you don't want to. I do, because everyone knows I love my mats and layers. But we can then bring this one in. What we can do is pop this on a pad.
It's got a very Highland Scottish feel to it, this card.
Very, very. And I am very, very fully aware that there is a lot of depth to this. You can keep it flat if you want, but sometimes, especially when it comes to Hunkydory, do you know what? Go all out.
Yeah.
Go all out. Make a little box for it if you want. So let's pop, what I am going to do is let's also pop a couple here, just to even it out. We can then put double layers, because what you need to remember is we've got height here with this frame with the foam pads. So to balance it out, we need our double layers. Let's pop that here. And then let's take, to finish off, let's bring in our glue gel. I'm going to pop that into the corner. No, I'm not, because it's dry. So I'll redo that in a moment, but let's pop that there. Add gem if you want to, add pearls. You don't have to, but then there we go.
I think you've done it again. From my point of view, I think that's my favourite card of the show.
Really?
Again. Why do you keep doing that?
I'm sorry.
Seriously?
I'm sorry. Leaving the best till last.
Yeah. You went and saved the best
But yeah,
for last.
any card that's going to be good for a man, I think it's that one. Father's
Absolutely.
Day in June. I know it's still a while away, but do you know what I mean? Still nice.
I absolutely love that. That's the kind of card I can imagine giving to your dad on Father's Day with a bottle of whiskey.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That is what I'm talking about. That Woodland collection, again, is amazing. You can go for that individually. It is the most popular individually. It's just gorgeous. If you're looking for something a little bit different, this really is the collection to go for. You've got your luxury topper collection in here. But this, by the way, I haven't shown you one of these yet, but that is your little sheet that you get with it to give you a bit of an idea of some of the things that you can make, all your inspiration. So you've got all of your toppers in here. You've got all of your gorgeous cardstock in here as well, and as you can see with that, it all matches up absolutely beautifully. Some of it is foiled as well, as you can see. Love that. That's included. You're also going to get, of course, your concept cards in here as well. Those easels that we saw a little bit earlier on the show. Loads of glorious wildlife in here, from the ducks to the squirrels to the owls to that gorgeous deer too. There's some more of your toppers that you're going to get within this collection. You've also got, of course, all those inserts too, and not to forget the Woodland Wildlife pad that you're getting, 6x6, 12 different designs rather, I should say, 4 of each, and they're double-sided too. They're gorgeous, they really are. $34.96 or $52.82 is the deal on this. If you love this and you love the other 2 collections, why not buy the show? Here come the details of that for you. Again, it's everything that we've got on this show, with your Flourishing Florals, with your Peony Promise, with your Woodland Wildlife. Honestly, it is ease of card making, it is quick crafting, it's enjoyable crafting, and actually I think if you go for the buy the show, which most people are doing, you have got something within this collection where you'll be able to make a card for pretty much anyone in your friends group, family group. It's just so many different things with this collection, and it's all super duper easy. It's all so super craftable. And the other brilliant thing, of course, as well, still available on the show, is your adorable Scorable. Get this, whatever you do, do not miss out. It is the brand new core colorways collection for 2021. Remember, you've got that bendable ink technology, 50 sheets of this cardstock, which is just absolutely perfect for doing your construction, making your cards with. If you're looking for cardstock that is going to crease and fold absolutely perfectly, with no feathering, with no cracking and creasing, go for this. If you've used it before, you'll be going for it again, I've no doubt. If you've not used it yet, get it today whilst you can. $11.99 or $17.99. Grab a couple whilst we've got it in stock. Right, before we go, we have to pick a winner. In fact, we don't have to, because you've done it for us. It was all very close, but in second place, number 1, but the winner, and going on to the Crafty Walk of Fame, is card number 4.
No way!
Yes.
That one there. How gorgeous is that one? Brilliant. What I'll do, Ben, is check out my Facebook later on. I'll give this one away on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And then if you want to give one away as well, you can pick one of these to give away.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, if you don't mind then. The card which came second,
that one?
I'll give that one away.
No problem.
Along with the other card that I was going to give away that Craig made about 5 months ago. I'll give that away on my Facebook page. And also check out Craig's page a little bit later on as well. There's Craig's. There you go. Craig Laird CC on Facebook and on Insta as well. And of course, you can get in touch with me via the same way. Mister, that was brilliant. Enjoy that so much. When are you back?
Thank you so much. I had a blast. I'm taking a break for a couple of days. I've got the weekend off, but I will be back on Monday for Wake Up Call with Craig, 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time. And I've got Fiona. Cannot wait to see Fiona on the show.
Well, have a brilliant weekend. By the way, if you missed the wake-up call this morning, make sure you check back because there's a particular segment on there which you will love where I had to do some drawing and Craig had to decipher what I was doing. It was horrendous. So make sure you watch that back. Stick with us because coming up later on, we've got your Craft Vault with me and Debbie Fisher. And before that, it's a Friday. So in an hour's time, Colour Me Happy. We've got those tri-colour pens coming up, plus a whole load more. We'll see you in just an hour. Bye for now.
Bye.